Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. And after Joe Biden's COVID diagnosis, we're told it's not going to end well for him. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out and they help our channel continue to grow. And guys, if you really support Donald Trump in this upcoming election like we do, hit that join button every day for exclusive videos nobody else gets on the channel. Now, Joe Biden's COVID diagnosis is the latest in a string of bad news for him. I'm not going to spread conspiracy theories here. I'm not going to talk about how it's very convenient after he did several trips and several appearances that he suddenly has COVID and has to rest at home for 5 days, when maybe he was probably a little tired at the time, so it came at the perfect time. And I'm not going to talk about how he landed in Delaware with no mask on, and you would think somebody who had COVID would try to not expose the people around him. I'm not going to talk about any of that. What I'm going to talk to you guys about is his presidential election chances. You know, when somebody starts to fall apart in politics, the rats start to abandon ship. The rats that have been on that ship for the ride the whole time. And Jim Acosta and the people at CNN, you know, they've been on that ship for a long time. Now they're saying the roof is kind of caving in on Biden. Democrats, top Democrats we're talking about now, are coming out and saying he needs to step aside. They're talking to him in private. They're saying it to the media. And frankly, as CNN says, it's not going to end well for him. Let's take a look at that, and then I want you to let me know what you think in the comments.
Biden. You don't want to see him pushed out. You don't want to see him hurt or humiliated. You want to see him thrive, to be a success, whether he walks away from the nomination or sticks it out for the nomination. Right. You want to see him succeed.
Well, we do. We have known him for a long time. Mika and her family, extraordinarily close to the Bidens, have always felt a connection. The first Brzezinski Award named in your father's memory went to Joe Biden for good damn reason. And you are right. Joe Biden did more as far as bipartisan legislation than any president this century. NATO expanded what he's done in Asia to strengthen our position in Asia around China. Also unprecedented. Everybody's been talking about a pivot to Asia for years. Joe Biden finally did it. And these are the things that Donald Trump's talking about taking apart, whether it's NATO, whether it's Taiwan, you can go down the list. And so, yeah, Joe Biden has been, at least by our count, Joe Biden's been an extremely successful president. I will say, though, when you're told by members of Congress that they're going to lose the House and the Senate if he stays on the ticket, when you're told by members of Congress who have seen the polls that you're losing swing states and that your numbers are going down in swing states, and states like Virginia, New Hampshire, New Mexico, Minnesota are now in play. And when your top fundraiser over the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years is telling you the money's gone, the donors have all gone away, you know, it's really incumbent on people that are around Joe Biden to step up at this point and help the president and help the man they love and do the right thing. This is not going to end well if it continues to drag out. Look at the events of yesterday, the events of the last 3 weeks. And at some point, you know, I can tell you, Mike, the anger that I hear is not at Joe Biden. The anger I hear are at the people that are keeping him in a bubble.
Or who have their own interests.
Or who may have their own interests, some financial, in keeping him in the race. That is the real anger. And let me tell you, that's not just the anger from inside Congress. That is anger from inside his own political camp. And it is widespread. It is widespread. Joe Biden deserves better. He deserves better than he is getting from those closest to him.